What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Just Roy, aka Just me. My couch, forgive me. But anyway, how we doing tonight? Had a great weekend. Want to do another episode of Growing Up Detroit. As I said, I'm gonna be doing a minimum of 2, maybe 3 a week. So this is the second one before this week is out. Want to talk about Woodward. And if people don't know that never been to Detroit or Woodward back in the day, or I don't know if it is today, it's probably cleaned up because from what I heard they regenerized. Am I the right word I'm using? They redid the area, made it a little bit more better than what it was. But when I was coming up and me and my friends was coming up, Woodward was the whole Stroll, or where the prostitutes and pimps be at and drug dealers. I mean, it's like, I remember as a youth, you know, before even going over there, my friends would say, man, Woodward is crazy. And I remember the first time, it was me, Ray, and Steven, we would walk from the area we was in over by San Juan and Eaton to that area. I mean, I look back now at the places we walked to. Man, we really did. It's crazy. But Woodward, I remember the first time we had went over there, because we had a friend over there that lived kind of close by Dre. And now we went, the first time I went to it, it was like in the daytime, and you seen people and you saw these miniature theaters and stuff in the daytime. And when you're a youth and you're kind of, and what we was doing at the time was just on the go, trying to hustle, make money. And so it never dawned on me per se of what it would look like at nighttime. Because when we did go over by Andre's house or area, there was nothing to attract us or distract us from our goals. So I remember one night, me, Ray, and Steve went. I think we was heading to Andre first time at night, and man, when we got on Woodward, and it was lit up from. It was like a strip, and down the strip was just beautiful cars and the pimps out just dressed with the flyest clothes, and the even the prostitutes, the hoes, they was looking elegant and attractive, and we as youth was like, wow, like, did you see that? Wow, look at her butt, look, you know, like, you see how she dressed? Oh, her, it's like she, I mean, I can't say it was tasteful, but in such a, now that I'm older, is very enticing way that you know, us as young kids was like, wow, because we as kids used to get magazines and do, you know, look at this hot ass girl or whatever, and sure enough, to see that in real life, walking back and forth up the street on Woodward was crazy. And you would hear them hustling their Johns, come here, you ain't had pussy like this. And I remember hearing that and not quite understanding, because, you know, we was young kids and we seeing it. It was like mind blowing, and they was basically catcalling to entice other men, to entice any man that saw interest in them, and it was mind blowing. It was just mind blowing, you know, as a youth, and even now as I'm an older adult, it's still, you know, just remembering how the visual, you know, I mean, prime example with Woodward. Woodward was like almost a no rule limit. I remember walking into adult theater on Woodward, and they didn't ask us for cards or ID or anything. All they said is like maybe $4 or $5 to get in, and we thought that was crazy money. Like, hell no, I ain't gonna give you $5, you know. But it was like adult, triple X movie theater and stuff, and they didn't give a fuck as long as they made $1. And then we would go walking on the other side to make sure we stay out the way of the pimps or even the drug dealers that was working in that area up and down Woodward. Because you that's one thing about Detroit that I love and I learned from them about being on point and being aware of my surroundings around us, and even our friends. I mean, there's gonna be times, down the road I'm gonna tell you some real true stories, and even when I tell it, I sometimes think if it wasn't for the fact that it happened to me, you'd think I made it up. But as I said, me and my friends was always cautious, even though we was curious. We definitely had that curious factor in us that we stayed out the way of what we knew would be danger or harmful to us, and we didn't want none of that. And Woodward definitely, even though it was bright lights and things that caught our attention, we wasn't a fool with it either. We was very in sync of what was going around and what could happen and what can't happen, and we didn't want what could happen. We stayed together. We would always question our steps. And I remember just walking down Woodward, you seen prostitutes going into the hotels and stuff and whatnot, and and I remember, I ain't gonna say no name, I remember a certain individual we saw out there whoring one night, and I remember Ray pointing them out like, look, that's so and so. I was like, what? Oh my God, she's selling her pussy. I was like, oh my God, and then I remember seeing her again come around over to their house to come visit a certain individual, and we just looking at her like the fuck, really? You on some whole shit. But anyway, like I said about Woodward was a very crazy area of Detroit that was well known, and you definitely had to beware. And if you go around there, be careful around about the things you do or who you may associate with around there. And I remember also, like the prostitutes and hoes would get killed. You would hear stories, be on the news, and they found bodies up in the hotel, and they had to shut it down. But then, like a month or two later, they was open back up and back to business. And Detroit was a very, during the '80s, especially '80s, it was a very positive and negative town, because you learn so much from it, and either it's going to make you better or worse, or you can fall into what you may think is fun, enticing, and dangerous. And I've seen it. I've seen people where got caught up in that life, and where they did have chances to leave and prefer to stay in it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's my story for right now about Woodward. I mean, it's like as a youth growing up in Detroit, going around the area for a little period of time, it was off the hook. It was enticing. The lights and stuff, the pimps you would see, the craziness, the fights. You would see pimps fight with each other. Yeah, your hoe looking at me. She see a real nigga, and they get to going. I mean, break out long ass switchblades and stuff and whatnot. Then niggas bringing out guns. It was crazy, straight crazy. But that's the life on that strip around that area. Had introduced and produced. So anyway, that's my little story about Woodward and whatnot. You guys, this is Just Ray, aka Just. You guys have a blessed day and stay positive and stay woke. Peace.